Hello. So today I'm going to be trying to melt down this old, not old, we had a lawnmower in it, kind of kicked the bucket, so we've got this now. This is part of the engine, and it's aluminum, so I'm going to try to melt it down in the campfire, which is right over here. It's going to go in there, but first, the most important bit is starting a fire. And I always like to challenge myself to start a fire with one match. So here's what you got to get first. You got to get little tiny sticks, bigger sticks, more sticks, and then kind of like logs. But that's only because we're trying to melt down. You don't have to be neat about it necessarily. I just kind of packed on all that stuff right here. But I've already got all my wood together, so I should be able to get this in one match. And you want to spread that the flame around as much as possible before it kind of like starts sizzling your hand. So now we've got that going, we can start putting on some bigger sticks. There it goes. Now we go to bigger sticks over here. We'll put that down. That. Keep it going. Oh, smoke. Oh. Oh. Fire spreading around over on this side. So now that's going, that's good. Those weren't dry enough. Now it's kind of a just manage the fire sort of game. I don't know how well you can see this, but I think it's getting close to melting point. So that's exciting. Another thing I just did is I got more rocks for the outer edge of my campfire, just because the wind started blowing. I can now smush it with a stick. Gotten hot enough to the point where I can move it with a stick. I don't know how well that's going to show up on video though, but it's happening. I've added on some logs. So I just walked around to this side and looked down, and I saw that the aluminum is actually, barely see it in this video, is actually seeping through the bottom holes in whatever this piece of metal I have it sat in is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get it to pour actually through one of those holes, or whatever hole it's going through, without trying to mix too much stuff into it, but I don't know how well that's going to work. Alright, so we moved out whatever it was I had it melting in, and smoke. Look right there. That's the remains of whatever we melted. Alright, so here's what we ended up with. Got fairly sizable bits of aluminum melted down from that. I actually had some glass on the bottom, so I might remelt it down into like a hole to try to separate it from the glass. But that's a pretty hefty chunk of aluminum. And then there's this bit that I have set in here because it's still hot. Because I think it's actually the most solid bit. But I've got, like, really turns out looking kind of cool after all of it's over. So yeah, success. I think there's like some, and obviously I think when I melt it again, there's also still some more down in there, but gosh, I just really can't, my ADHD, I just can't focus on anything. But yeah, the bottom looks really cool because that's the side that was down, and this is obviously the side that was up when it was melting. It's nice and solid. Yeah, put it all in here, and maybe I can drill a hole into the bottom of this, and then put that over a hole in the ground. So that was fun. If you like this video, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever you want. If you didn't like it, you don't have to do any of those things. But